welcome to today's Bible lesson. First, I want to talk about how we can show that we love God and that others love God by our actions and what we do. We can share with friends, we can hug friends, we can share with our siblings, and we can help mommy and daddy out around the house. We can even give a hug and pray over people who are feeling sick or got hurt. So I want to share with you about someone who isn't so tall in our Bible, and his name is Zacchaeus. You know how your parents are way taller than you? Well, guess what? Zacchaeus was not as tall as the majority of people around him. And so this guy, before we get started on that, I need you to pull out your Bibles. And today's lesson is Luke 19, verses 1 through 10. And that's what this is based out of. And Jesus visits Zacchaeus. So, everyone wanted to see Jesus. He was walking through the town. And there was a crowd of people, and this includes Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus was a tax collector. He collected money from people in the town. And so he wasn't a very well-liked man. So you know what he had to do because he wasn't as tall? He had to climb into a tree to see Jesus. And guess what? He climbed so high that he could see him. And Jesus stopped underneath the tree because you know what? Jesus always knows who you are and who's out to see him. And so he said to Zacchaeus, "Come down, Zacchaeus. I want to go to your house today." And Zacchaeus quickly climbed down the tree. You see him? Right here and right here in this picture. And he was so excited that Jesus wanted to go to his house. So he climbed down the tree and he was so happy. And Jesus taught Zacchaeus many things while Jesus was at Zacchaeus' house. And he told him about who he was and God and all of these other things. And Zacchaeus started to feel very sorry and wrong for the bad decisions that he has made in his life. And so he said, "I will help the poor people in this town. If I have taken too much money from them, I will give them back all of their money and more." And Zacchaeus knew that Jesus loved him and wanted him to do the right thing. And so because Jesus loved him so much, he wanted to show others how much he loves Jesus and God by giving back their money and much more. Today, friends, I want you to think about how can you show God's love? How can you show people by your actions and your decisions and making good decisions that you are so everly loved by God? I hope you enjoyed today's story, friends, and I hope you decide to make good decisions like Zacchaeus after he got to have Jesus over at his house. This week's Bible verse, friends, is "Love one another as I have loved you," John 13:34. Say it again with me. Love one another as I have loved you, John 13:34. Now we're going to sing it. Love one another as I have, as I have, as I have. Love one another as I have loved you, John 13:34. One more time. Love one another as I have, as I have, as I have. Love one another as I have loved you, John 13:34. Bye, friends.